Good evening, everyone. I call the regular city council meeting to order. It is Monday, July 22nd. It is 6 o'clock. Do a roll call. Lindsay?
Here.
Dar?
Here.
Adam? Here. Maureen?
Here.
Mike?
Here.
And John is excused. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Ariel.
Now, if I don't close it out.
Next item on the agenda is public comments. The council will now receive public comments on any issue related to the agenda items. Limited discussion by the city council may take place. Okay, hearing none. The next item on the agenda is a proclamation commending the Prescott girls softball team and their coaches. Matt?
Yes. Do you want me to read it or?
I got to get to it. Hang on. I'll read it. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, this is a proclamation commending the Prescott girls softball team and their coaches. Whereas the hard work, dedication, sportsmanship, talent, and exceptional team chemistry of the Prescott High School girls softball team has enabled these student athletes to earn their first Division III state championship. Whereas winning Prescott High School's first ever state softball championship, this team has made a great impact on their school and community and have brought honor to Prescott High School and the city of Prescott on the local and state levels because of their hard work, perseverance, and sportsmanship. Whereas the city of Prescott wishes to honor and recognize the Prescott High School girls softball team and their coaches, whereas it is with great pride that the city of Prescott recognizes the commitment and dedication of these student athletes who serve as role models for the future of the girls softball program. Now, therefore, by authority invested in me as the mayor, and on behalf of the City of Prescott Council and citizens, I hereby commend the 2024 girls softball team for their tireless efforts and achievements. The council wishes them all success in their future endeavors.
Hey, girls!
We have, and I apologize, Coach Nick Johnson here with us. If you wouldn't mind coming up for a picture.
Photo op.
Yep.
Just what you need, Nick.
Here you go. That's the
You can take that
proclamation.
with you,
Where do you want me to stand?
right next to the mayor, and I don't know, maybe give a handshake or a hug or something. There.
Okay,
Awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks for everything you do.
Well done.
That was awesome.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Tourism Committee minutes from June 6th, City Council minutes from July 8th, Health and Safety Committee from July 8th, Parks and Public Works Committee from July 15th, Freedom Park Water and Internet Service memo.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion on the motion?
I just want to thank staff for that very informative memo. That was really good, I thought. Good explanation.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next item is reports of standing committees and commissions. Nothing for finance. Planning Commission, next meeting is Monday, August 5th at 6 o'clock. Parks and Public Works Committee report. John's not here. Matt, do you have that?
Yes. Let me just get to the minutes here. So we reviewed the City Code Chapter 526, Trees and Shrubs. That's within the council meeting for tonight, so I'll review that. Then we went over a downtown sign inventory. City Planner Carter Hayes put together an inventory of all the signs that we have downtown by the riverfront. and looked at the overall quality, and we're going to be looking to replace those. The committee discussed moving forward with that. We're going to get a quote for the signs. We estimate, depending on overall cost, about 20 to 40 signs that will need to be replaced. A lot of them are faded. Some of them are just mismatched, so we're going to go through that, get a quote that will be within the cost. If it's under 10,000, we'll determine a spot within the budget that currently exists, and then if it's over 10,000 per our financing plan, we'll bring that back to you for approval for replacing those and purchasing them. And then we just did a compost project update, and just discussed the overall use and overall revenue so far that we've generated through compost permits. We discussed that as well. So with that, I'll turn it back over to council.
Okay, thank you. All right, so then the next, next meeting will be August 19th at 5 o'clock. Health and Safety, next meeting Monday, September 9th at 5 o'clock. Personnel, special meeting Wednesday, July 31st at 5 o'clock. Then the next regular meeting is Wednesday, August 7th at 5 o'clock. Are these all still good times for all our meetings?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next item on the agenda is communications and new business. The council received public comments on any issue not related to the agenda. Limited discussion by the council may take place. However, no action will be taken on any item, include receiving written request or documentation and possible action at a future meeting.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, come up here to the podium, tell us your name and where you live and what you want to talk about.
You guys don't know me yet? Up here?
Yep.
Okay. Dave Peterson, I'm at 510 Pearl Street in Prescott. I got a couple of things. I talked with Mike Gerke on these bicycles on the sidewalk on Broad Street, and I haven't had a chance to talk with you again, so did you?
We did have on our health and safety meeting, and it's pretty much, it was for only bikes 20 inches wheel diameter or smaller, which means the smaller guys is who's actually supposed to be on there. Everybody else is supposed to be on the road.
Okay.
But it's pretty much stayed exactly the way it was before.
But I'm wondering if we can put up a sign, because evidently a lot of people don't know the rules. And it's not the kids. That's these people that appear to be 50 years old and they're going too fast, and there's people out there.
So, Dave, are you talking about on just Broad Street or all the streets within Prescott?
Just on Broad Street.
Okay.
And I don't care if kids ride their bikes in their neighborhood on the sidewalk.
Sure.
I'm talking about people that are, to say the least, old enough to know better.
And they're
You know.
riding their bicycles or
Bicycles.
Okay.
Bicycles, scooters,
And they're going too fast. They're not looking out
deals.
for people.
everything they want.
Yeah. Another thing, I don't like these engine braking signs. I think we'd be better off if we would write tickets for exhaust systems, because first of all, I wouldn't go down that hill with a full load on, not use the engine brake. But
Are you
the
saying Highway
reason
10?
some of these are so
Yeah.
loud is
Okay.
because they're running straight pipes, which are illegal, and nobody ever gets after anybody for straight pipes these days, but we should.
Are those on motorcycles or on?
You're
No, I'm
Size.
talking about big trucks. We've got
Oh.
these signs here saying no engine braking. Well, it's kind of unsafe to go down that hill with a full load and not use the engine brake. And the noise problem is because some of them do not have mufflers on their trucks. And so they should be ticketed for that, in my opinion.
Okay,
Okay,
Well,
thank
thanks,
you.
Dave.
thanks,
Thanks,
Dave.
Dave.
Thank you.
Are there any other public comments? If not, the next item on the agenda is trees and shrubs, city code modifications. Ordinance 05-24, repealing a chapter 30-9 tree board. Barr, is that you?
I
Is
can.
that Public
Or is that
Works?
Matt?
It was Parks and Public Works that reviewed it. I can take it. So there's two ordinances before you tonight for consideration, both on their first reading. Both of them concern trees and shrubs. Specifically, first off, ordinance 30-9, which is where, or I should say, ordinance,
Is it?
30-9.
Oh, here it is.
Speaks about establishing a tree board. One of the things we discussed at Parks and Public Works Committee is our tree board, as far as we can tell, has only met once, and that was back in 2014, so it's kind of an obsolete committee. And we already have a Parks and Public Works, so we figured this is already covered by Parks and Public Works Committee. So what we're asking for you to consider is basically changing that ordinance to no longer have or no longer contain a tree board within our ordinance, and dissolve that committee. And then the other thing before you tonight is ordinance 6-24, which is the actual chapter 526, which contains trees and shrubs. First, there's a number of instances within that chapter that talk about the tree board and how trees that are to be removed should go before the tree board. Again, because our tree board has only met once, this is not really how we've ever in practice done things or had things done within the community. So basically what we're asking before you tonight within that ordinance is to change a number of those things to city staff and public works. They take care of removing predominantly most of our trees within our parks and our right-of-way. And then additionally, one of the things that we have in there is private tree removal. If we have a dead and unsafe tree, we do have within that code that we can require the property owner to remove it. If they do want to appeal that, it would go before Parks and Public Works Committee. So with that, I will turn it over to the council for comments and questions. Again, this is the first reading for both of these, so what's up for consideration if you would like to bring it to a second reading or if you would like to waive additional readings and pass it tonight, that is all. Or send it back to a committee, you could do that too as well. So I'll turn it over to council.
Mayor, you don't see anything really where we need to go through a second and third time, do you?
Not really, no.
No, I think we can kind of just,
Yeah, because it's just modifying. getting rid
right,
of the
it's
tree
just a
board,
little different
then
wording.
modifying chapter 526.
Yeah.
To remove the tree board language.
Okay, I'll do these separately. Motion to approve ordinance 05-24, repealing chapter 30-9 tree board. This is the first reading. I would motion to eliminate the second and third reading and move forward with confirming the approval of this ordinance.
I think, go ahead.
Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve ordinance 05-24, first reading and waiving the second and third reading. Is there any discussion on the motion? Not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 06-24, amend and addition city ordinance chapter 526, trees and shrubs. I will also motion to waive, this is the first reading, motion to waive the second and third reading.
I'll second it. Okay.
Okay, we have a motion, a second to approve ordinance 06-24. Ordinance to amend and addition city ordinance chapter 526, trees and shrubs. Is there any discussion on the motion? Not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is other business. We have a joint board education meeting with the Prescott Common Council on Wednesday, August 14th at 5 o'clock. I hope you can make that. We're going to talk to the school board, for lack of a better term. So we do have some things to talk with them about. Open book is Monday, July 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Board of Review is August 15th from 4 to 6. And that is a minimum. We have to be here for a minimum of 2 hours. So be prepared in case we have lots of visitors. We have none so far.
We may.
Yeah, I think
Three
we're gonna,
already.
but we just have to be prepared to be here longer than 2 hours. Is there any other business?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion, a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
An open book, does anybody have to read it?
No, only.